Hello. Um, so I'm responding to Spooky University's topic of collections. Now, I said that you could probably tell what I collect just from like the things behind me, but I'm not going to talk about spooky stuff for this. One of the thing I collect is memories. So I really keep things that have no actual value as far as money goes, but as far as sentiment goes, I definitely keep a lot of that stuff. So, for example, this right here, and I said I wasn't going to show you anything spooky, but it is spooky. But these were on a cake that my mom made for me. Um, so for my birthday, and so I kept these. Um, let's see. I'm trying to look and see if there's anything right here. Like this candle. I've had this candle forever. I've burned it a little bit, but I've just had it forever because it reminds me of being in Kansas City with my husband and stuff like that. So, and there are a lot of little things around like that. But the main collection that I wanted to show you guys, and it's going to be kind of hard to get to it. Sorry, I know I'm blinding you with the light. It's going to be kind of hard to get to it with this camera just like this, so I'll probably have to get close-up pictures and stuff. But is my Buddha collection. It's right there in the corner. You can see, you see the color ones, like the green and the orange ones and the purple. But there are several Buddhas up there. I collect Buddha. I really think, his story is so fascinating, and the things that he went through and the way that he found his enlightenment or whatever. Maybe I don't know if he would consider having found it completely, but is pretty interesting to me. But he's also very happy, and because he had a lot of realizations, and as you go through life and as you experience things, and he lived a life of wealth and indulgence and things to begin with, and then he set out to change that. And that's why he wanted to get rid of all that stuff and not look at his earthly possessions and stuff like that. He wanted to just, so he sat out in the forest with, and I forget all the specifics, but this is kind of just like the overview. But he sat out in the forest with these guys who wouldn't eat. They wouldn't move. They would just sit there, and they were trying to find enlightenment. And that's, they thought that depriving themselves of food and earthly things would help them reach this enlightenment. But what Buddha realized was that, and he did it too. He sat there for however long, and he did it too. And then after a certain amount of time, his realization was that you shouldn't just sit there and wait for it to come. You should go out in the world and interact with people and try to understand people, and talk, get in touch with nature, get in touch with humanity, and really understand things from that perspective. And no, it's not about material things, but you can't deprive yourself of everything to find the truth and enlighten your enlightenment. And I know I'm horribly explaining this. I'm sure there's somebody or some article or something out there that can explain it a lot better than I am. But the point is that he realized that you have to go out in the world and do things, and you have to interact with people to find peace and find yourself and find your enlightenment and your truth. And I think that's really true. And I think my family will probably think, well, what a weird thing for her to say, because I don't go out very much. I do tend to stay inside, and but here's the thing. This is where I'm comfortable. This is where I feel right. This is where I feel happy. I feel happy with my cat. I feel happy with myself. I feel happy with the way that I do things. And I do feel happy when I'm with my husband. I feel happy when I'm with my family. But I feel the most comfortable when I am at my house. And not this isn't my house. This is my apartment. This is where I live in Chicago. But it's not my home. My home is in Kansas City with my husband. So when I'm there, that's where I want to be. That's what I want to be doing. And he doesn't understand that either. He really likes to go out and do things. The magic cup attacked me. And so he doesn't understand that either, which is fine. I mean, that's just not who he is. He likes to go out and do stuff and be involved in things. And I do, to a point. I really love the idea of planning things. Like, I'll plan to, yeah, let's go and blah, 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 do whatever it is. And then when the time comes, I'm like, I feel content where I'm at. I want to sit in my chair. I want to have my drink next to me. I want to have my computer in front of me. I want to be able to look out the window and look at the sky, or even go outside at the house. I like doing that too. But yeah, I think it's this. So this is leading down a whole different path, and I think this whole conversation about collections has done that for a few people. But moving to Chicago was an incredibly new adventure for me, for sure. And I think in the year and a half that I've been here, I think I learned what I don't want. And I think it's funny how people will get into a relationship and they get out of that relationship and they complain about the person and all the stuff that they went through with them and how awful of a person they are. But then what they're missing is that they learned a huge lesson from it. They learned what they don't want. And instead of focusing on all the bad stuff and sort of wallowing in that part of that person's personality or whatever, focus on the things about them that you did like, and go and look for someone who has those qualities, and then others that you didn't know that you liked. But you're always going to find something that you don't like about your significant other. I mean, that's just human nature. But anyway, so my point in all of this is I collect Buddhas. Buddha is inspirational to me just from his story. I really like his story, and I really like how he looks. I like that there are different and I'm looking at them, but there are different versions of Buddha. The traveler, the advisor, and he's a little chunky dude. I really like that, and I love that you can rub his belly, and that's good luck. I'm sort of torn on the luck thing, but you never know, right? And I think he's just beautiful, and I love his little bald head, and I just think he's adorable. So there you go. There's my my things I collect response to Spooky University. So if you want to show people what you collect and you'd like to share it in a community, jump over to Spooky University and do it. There's topics every week, so if you want to participate, go for it. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I hope everything's going well for you wherever you are, and I will talk to you guys later.